Hey guys, Daryl here with Ridgewater Homes. If you haven't done it already, you need to type in Ridgewater Homes. You'll see our logo. Click on the logo and hit subscribe, and you'll get a lot of great advice. We're not going to be posting a lot more of these videos on Facebook and stuff. It's all going to be straight YouTube. So for the content and stuff, that's where you're going to find it. So we get asked a lot of questions, and we love answering these kind of questions. There are a lot of builders out there that are not licensed. I shouldn't say builders, I should say renovators. Because as a renovator, you are not required to be licensed. And this is something in the industry that needs to change. Ridgewater Homes is a licensed builder. So we are a custom home builder, and we do renovations. We started doing renovations. My background is I started when I was really little, doing projects with a friend of my parents, and got into the business and done pretty much everything: windows, fencing, and sorry, I was just getting cut off by semi there. Fencing, windows, renovations, custom homes, townhouses, condos, all kinds of buildings. So it's been a lot of fun. It's been an adventure. But the common thing is in this industry is unlicensed renovators. And when you have somebody that's doing something in your home, you need somebody that knows what they're doing, that they've got a background. They're not just somebody, they dropped out of high school and now they're building. You need to have that solid core of knowing what the code is. Each city is different, so you got to remember that as well. So one city might require for example a window. You might want an extra window or a window removed. Some cities will require a permit for that, others won't. So knowing the city is very important. One of the common questions that we see a lot of, and I hear a lot of, we've been to a lot of trade shows, and get a brand new home built for $500,000, get a bathroom done, brand new bathroom for $6,000. Guys, you get what you pay for, honestly. You know what? Sure, but there's a lot of corners that are going to be cut. It's like when you try to cover up a bathroom, a bathtub, or whatever. You've got mold behind the tiles, your walls are rotten, and you put a covering over that. Well, that doesn't get rid of the problem. It hides the problem, but it's not getting rid of the problem. And it's important to do that, because in the long run, you're going to have more issues down the road. And you need to stop it before it becomes a big, huge issue and cost you way more than it would have before. So that's one thing that really bugs us. But we're going to get to this question. One of the most common questions we hear and see and from different shows and people and other contractors is, check out our reviews. Our reviews are great. 5-star. Well, it's great that you've got 5 stars. But generally, every company has that bad client. Has a client that, didn't pay, or wasn't happy, or I'm not just going to blame the clients here, or that, you forgot to do something, or your guys, they were smoking the cigarette butts on the ground. So there's always something that your clients are going to find that they're not going to be happy with. And usually it's the bad reviews that get posted. You don't find a lot of people that are going to post when they're happy about something. I went to see the movie, Jumanji, and the movie was great. I liked it. My son liked it and everything. I didn't go and review it and say, awesome movie, blah, 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 blah. But there's other people that will go rate it and go, the movie sucked. So there's things like that you got to remember. When it comes to to reviews, you can't always believe what you see. You can get fake reviews on all these companies. If we see a review that we know is not a client, we will tag it. We've got a list of our clients. We know who our clients are. We've got some fake reviews that, of course, with Google, they don't verify. So anybody can post. And we've got some reviews there of people we have no clue who they are. And we posted that. It's like, we don't know who you are. You're not in our database. So if there's an issue, let us know. Who knows, right? For sure. We've had a client in the past that, you know, there was a misunderstanding and things like that. We've had a client that, you know what, didn't pay his bill. So, you know, give us bad reviews. You know, we're here to try to work things out. We'll contact the client. You know, how can we fix this issue? Some clients are willing to talk, others no. So if you've got a contractor and they got a bad review, that's fine. But find out what that contractor did in order to remedy the issue, to fix the issue. And that's what's important. Sites like House, they do check out the reviews of people that post to find out if they actually were a client. And there's other sites like that as well. Homestars does not verify, so they post anything and everything. Google's the same way. So don't believe all your reviews that are out there. Some of the best reviews are your video reviews. You can't manipulate somebody's words through the video. And that's a great way of seeing a person's reviews. Another thing is find out or talk to the contractor you're looking at hiring, and ask for clients, past clients of a job that's similar to yours, that you can talk to, or just a past client you can talk to, for their honest opinion. And you know, it's best to talk to that person, emails and things like that. Not if the person's really busy, we can understand, but you know, it's best to actually talk to that person so you know you have a real person. And that's one of the most questions that we get asked. Another question that we get asked a lot is, how much is it going to cost? How much is it going to cost per square foot? It all depends what you're doing. You know, you can do a bathroom and do it for, you know, 10 grand. It depends on the size of the bathroom. Depends what you're doing. You can do a bathroom that's going to cost you 40 or 50 grand. Depends what you're doing and your selections. If you're going to tile all the walls and you're going to put in Kohler appliances or higher end not appliances, but utilities, toilets and tubs and showers and frameless glass and, you know, heated toilet seats and all this kind of stuff, your costs are going to go up. So that's something you have to think of carefully. You can't say, you know what, it's going to cost you this much a square foot, because each person is different. So it's best that your contractor comes, looks at the job. Ridgewater will always come out, look at the project, figure out what you want, and then we will put a cost for that together. Now, of course, when a job is going on, clients will change their minds. They will add to the project. So make sure that you are getting your change orders, because these costs can add up fast. They can double. You know, we might price out $1 a square foot for some tile where you found tile that was $40 a square foot. Well, that's a huge jump. You know, we might have priced out a toilet from American Standard where you want a Kohler toilet. We might have priced out frame glass where you want frameless glass. So, I mean, that's a double cost or more. So you got to remember these type of things. You might want heated flooring. That was never part of the budget. So your costs can get out of control. So as long as you are aware and your contractor keeps you up to date of where your costs are at, you are aware of where your budget, how much you are spending, and you are aware of the cost that your bathroom is going to be. So that's one big thing on your costs towards a renovation, and your cost per square foot. Now, it's funny because when a contractor is doing a job, they're subbing out jobs as well. So, they're subbing out their drywall, they're subbing out their plumbing, they're subbing out their electrical, which is great because these people know what they're doing. So these costs they should be solid and don't fluctuate unless you're going to be adding to them again. And those adds do take those costs up. So make sure that your contractor's got good relationships with their subs and that they're holding their subs accountable. So for instance, you've got a plumber and the plumber messes up. Well, you don't want to pay for that. You want to make sure that the plumber fixes that. Your drywaller, the drywaller messes up. You've got seams that were missed or whatever it might be. You want to make sure that drywaller is held accountable because they are doing work for your contractor. So make sure your contractor is on top of all of this stuff because it affects your job. Your contractor should be fighting for you. Something else that we constantly get asked is, can you do a cash job? Yes, we can do a cash job, but you're still paying taxes. If somebody says, yes, they'll do a cash job, you're not paying taxes, what else aren't they paying for? Are they paying for WCB? Are they paying for insurance? Are they paying taxes? What aren't they paying for? So you got to think carefully if you're doing a job that the contractor's saying, yes, they'll take cash. Because if you don't have a warranty and something goes wrong, or you don't have insurance, something goes wrong, you, the homeowner, are going to be liable for that. And this can cost you way more in the end. So I do recommend staying away from cash jobs, just for the fact that you've got no proof of anything. So just be careful there. Contract versus no contract. I say there's nothing here. You shouldn't be doing a job without a contract. This contract is benefiting both sides. So the contract is to protect you as the homeowner, and it's to protect the contractor. It's holding both of you liable for this job. So you're going to agree to pay the contractor for the work that's done. The contractor is going to agree to do the work for the money that you're paying him for. And there's going to be a bunch of different things in each contract. So make sure that you do have a contract. It is very important. One of the other questions we've gotten asked quite a few times is, does my contractor need to be part of a builder association? No, they don't. A builder association is great, and there's many great ones out there. But what does it do for you? It's another area to hold your client accountable. But there are many different forms. They're a company, so their contractor is paying money to be part of this. You need to be held accountable. There's certain rules that you need to follow. That they, in order to be part of it, you need to abide by these rules, and that is important. That your contractor doesn't need to be part of every single association. These different associations, they're good for trying to bring out the best in your contractor. But your contractor does not need to be part of these in order to be a good contractor. So that is something we get asked a lot. Something else we get asked a lot is warranty. What warranty do we have as for a renovation? Again, that's where some of these associations come into play. You've got, sorry, I'm just forgetting the name of it. But for instance, with Baumler Approved, we've got to hold a two-year warranty. With some of these other ones, it's a 2-year warranty. Some places, if you're not part of an association, you don't need to offer any warranty. So if something goes wrong, again, as on a renovation, then it's on you. Now, this comes back to what we're talking about before, about a renovator being licensed. A renovator being licensed, we think should happen, for the fact that being licensed would also give you that warranty. All renovations should have a warranty. A renovation is more work than building a new home. So you need to think out of the box when you're doing a renovation, for the fact that you're trying to match what's there, you're trying to make it better, but at the same time, you don't want it to look like a renovation. You want it to be better, but be part of that house. So that's something that's very important. Now, having a renovator that offers a warranty is important for you, just as a new home builder offers a warranty. So if something happens with your house, you got your 2, 5, 10 warranty on that house. With a renovation, you've got 0. That's nothing. So for us, we offer a 2-year warranty, and plus the warranties that come on the materials. So anything that has warranties, you get that. It's all to the homeowner. Another question we get asked a lot is, can we start when you're on vacation? A renovation is, for some people, they really like it, but other people, it disturbs your life. We're doing a kitchen renovation. So you've got one kitchen. Where are you going to eat? Where are you going to cook? Where are you going to keep your food? So we work with the client on that. Whether we move the stove, we set up a temporary kitchen, we keep the fridge in a different area so your food and all that. There's many different ways to work around that. Having a contractor that works for you is what's important. And they see your vision, and sometimes, and we've done this before too, and the client can testify to it, that sometimes we see things different, and we will talk to the owner about it and say, we don't feel this is a good idea. This is the reason behind it. The homeowner will either choose to go, yeah, you're right, or no, I want that. So don't be afraid to talk to your contractor and say, I really want this. Because in the end, it might be exactly what you want. In the end, it might not be. But don't be afraid to, this is what we want. There might be a reason that your contractor says, no, this won't work. So find out why. And another question is asbestos. Anything under 1990 has to be tested. So if we're touching drywall, that's your first thing. There's flooring, there's drywall, there's ducts, it just goes on and on and on through lead paint and everything. But if we're touching drywall, for instance, a simple renovation, we're touching the drywall, we need to know if there's asbestos there. We can't take it to the dump. The dump won't take it. So we have to do a test. If it comes back clean, we're good. And there's no abatement. If there's asbestos, well, now you got an abatement. So that takes your costs up. So that is something to be aware of. We've got a lot of houses, 1970s, 1980s, and below. And, we've gone in and we've had to, we found, 4 layers of drywall that were non-containing. The first layer was stucco, whatever it might be. So knowing what is in your walls is important, because your contractor, number one, shouldn't be working on that project without having that tested or having it removed if it contains. So that's a big thing. And the last question is, what happens when, okay, sorry, this guy's kind of cutting into my lane here. Just trying to make sure I know what he's doing. Sorry, anyway, the last question is, what happens when we are doing a main floor full renovation? Well, if you're doing a main floor renovation, there's 2 things that can happen. Whether you, again, I kind of covered this in the kitchens, is we can relocate your kitchen. If you're doing 2 or 3 bathrooms, we always recommend to do 1 bathroom or leave 1 bathroom so that you've got a bathroom that you can use. It's hard to run down to the gas station if you need to use the bathroom. It's hard to use a garden hose if you need a shower. Believe me, these scenarios are true. We've had these jobs. We had one client that, they set up a hose in the basement outside the bottom of the stairs, tarped it off so that they had their very own shower. It was cold and the showers were very short, but they had a shower. So knowing what you can do is important as well. They only had 1 bathroom, so there was no other choice there. But if you're gonna do 2 bathrooms, we recommend always leaving 1 bathroom that can be used. It will save you a lot of headaches, a lot of runs to the gas station. And same with the kitchen, as we were saying before, whether you plan on eating out or setting up a temporary kitchen, make sure you know what your plan is gonna be there. Having a plan is very important for your project. Having a plan of what you want, walking it through with your contractor, and knowing how it's going to feel and look is very important. So make sure that you know exactly what you want before the project starts. And once you've got that, then you're good to go. Your contractor needs to work very closely with the architect, the designer, the engineering, all these people in order for your project to turn out just right. So these are just a few things that you need to know as a client for a potential renovation. If you've got any other questions, send us an email, info@ridgewater.ca, and we'll be glad to answer your questions. That's what we're here for. Not just to build, but to educate people. So until next time, again, if you got any questions, email us. We'll be happy to answer them. So stay tuned.